So today we're going to be learning how to make a sourdough starter, and I will continue the process and show you day by day what we do to feed the starter and when it becomes ready to be used for baking. What you like to start with is 1 cup of whole wheat flour and then half a cup of water. And you want to mix it together really well and stick it in either a stainless steel container, some kind of crock, or even a glass jar. And I prefer the wide mouth jars. It makes it easier to stir up and mix everything up. But I have used this jar in the past. You want to make sure that the size container that you do use accommodates the growth of your sourdough starter, because every time you feed it, it's going to double, sometimes triple in size, so it's going to get really tall. So for starters, what I'm going to do is I'm going to experiment this time. I've never used stainless steel to make a sourdough starter, but today I'm going to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my flour. It's 1 cup of whole wheat flour. I'm just going to make a little bit of a well on the inside, and that's where I'm going to add my water. And this is just lukewarm water because our house is we keep it at about 68 degrees. So it's not the ideal temperature for a sourdough starter. You want it to be about 70 degrees, or you can keep it in a warm place on top of your refrigerator. You can keep it near your stove if you bake a lot or if you're cooking a lot. So what I'm using to mix up this sourdough starter is a dough batter. So with that, the consistency of my dough right now is a little bit dry. The 1 cup of whole wheat flour and this warm water has been combined and to form a dough inside of our non-reactive stainless steel bowl. The next thing I'm going to do is cover it with a bit of cheesecloth and a rubber band, just to keep any kind of critters out of it. And it just needs to be loosely covered. So just tuck in any pieces where there's gaps so nothing can crawl in there. And that's set. So I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours and then I'm going to feed it. I'm going to set it in a nice warm area, maybe on top of my refrigerator. Make sure you're using non-chlorinated water when you make your sourdough starter. The chlorine in the water tries to kill all the bacteria that's beneficial to making it poof up